Wow. These look delish.
I know, do you think, is this what you were envisioning?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I was envisioning.
Yeah.
So there's rice, and then there's spinach, and the tuna's sitting on top of there.
And then fresh veggies.
Yeah, just fresh veggies. I didn't cook anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if you had steak or something like that, you could do something, but the rice is warm. But yeah.
Nice.
Hey, hi, I'm Amy Roloff, and I'm in my little kitchen, so I'm so glad you guys are tuning in. I have not made one of these in so long. A lot of these recipes I haven't made in so long. Sometimes, I don't know, I didn't make it for myself, or I didn't have a reason to, but my daughter is in town, and I am making kind of like a late lunch for us. You can really have this at any time, but I'm just making it for lunch. So what is it? Of course, what is it? I talk a lot leading into what I'm making. I am going to make like a grain rice bowl. I think when you do a grain bowl, it's got a lot of great healthy stuff going on. I'm using I have brown rice cooking on the stove over here. And I'm gonna get ready to make the dressing so that all the flavors of that have a time to kind of mingle up. But we got a lot of veggies going on. So I've got some local tuna. I'm using good, well, I think it's good Albacore canned tuna. Of course, if you have the luxury of maybe having leftover fresh tuna, that's always best. But I think a bowl, a rice bowl or a grain bowl or something like that, you can really, put anything you want with it. If you don't like certain veggies, don't put those veggies in it. You could switch out the protein like chicken or a different kind of fish, or maybe even steak. And I think depending on the protein, sometimes can depend on the type of veggies you want. So anyway, for this, I'm gonna definitely use a little bit of avocado. That's kind of good fats from what I hear. Just because it adds color, I'm gonna add in some cherry tomatoes. Whoops, one got away. A little, half of a hard-boiled egg. An English cucumber, I like that because it's not as tough. It's, the skin isn't as tough. You don't necessarily have to peel it. A little bit of celery. I thought and you know what, I'm really using some leftover veggies, because I'll be gone for a few days and didn't want to leave all this for Chris. Anyway, I'm kind of using leftover veggies. So I'm gonna slice up a red onion very thinly as I can, some yellow pepper, some radishes, some snow peas. Oh yeah, I forgot to get out a few of the bean sprouts. And I have leftover grated carrot from the carrot cake that I made. So hopefully you've watched that video and have that recipe. And I think that's about it. So like I said, there's other veggies you can add to this. It's just really, what do you like to do? So let's get going and make the dressing. So this dressing, I'm kind of really making it in this little thing here. This little jar with a little handle. Kind of reminds me of like a canning jar, or those canning looking jars that are made into cups. So this is kind of just a smaller one, but I like it because I can wash the lid and I don't have to keep changing it out. But yeah, so we're gonna make the dressing in here. It's not a lot of dressing because I'm only making this for just Molly and I. So if you want to make into larger quantities, just increase your quantity. So let's get started here. I'm gonna drizzle a little bit of olive oil in here. Oh, maybe a couple of tablespoons. A little bit of toasted sesame oil, not a lot because it's powerful, but definitely this will add flavor. And I just thought with the tuna and some of the veggies, it'll just, I don't know, taste good. So, I don't know, about a teaspoon or two of sesame oil, maybe just a little bit more. About a teaspoon or so of sesame oil. I'm gonna add a little bit of acidity. So I'm gonna add a little bit of red wine vinegar. I'd say about a half a teaspoon, not a lot. And you know what? I forgot the soy sauce. Here we go. So I'm gonna add in a little bit of soy sauce. Well, I'd say about a cup, at least maybe a tablespoon. I'm hoping this will taste good. Where's my salt? Add a little bit of salt in here. I don't want to add a lot of salt because the soy sauce already has a lot of salt. But I'm just gonna add a little bit. And do I have garlic? Now, I'm gonna go ahead and add fresh garlic. I could add garlic powder, but I'm gonna add a little bit of fresh garlic. So let me get that too. Hi, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you are enjoying it, and I would really appreciate it if you liked it and subscribed to it. And oh, don't forget to click that little bell up there, and you'll be notified of future videos that are new and coming on my YouTube channel. So thank you so much for that. And I would really appreciate it if you shared the video and let other people know and encourage them to subscribe and like the videos as well. So anyway, thank you, and back to the video. Okay, so I've got a little bit of my garlic going on here. I don't know where my smaller knife is, but just do that. I'm gonna try and really mince it up because it is going in the salad dressing, so I don't want to do that. And because I love garlic, these are little tiny, I don't know, I think smaller cloves, so I did kind of a larger one. And then I'm gonna do definitely 3 smaller ones. But if you don't like garlic, don't put garlic in here. Or if you think garlic powder will work, that's gonna work fine too. It's one thing I love about cooking. You can definitely, you know, make it into your own. So I'm just gonna slice this up. There's another one. Okay, if I can get the skin off. I should really pre-do these. And I'm just gonna try and mince about. I'm so focused, aren't I? So focused on this chopping and mincing. Okay, I think that's good. We're just gonna use this knife. Then I put all the garlic in there. What else do I need? You know what, I'm not gonna add fresh ginger, but you could just add just a tad of fresh ginger, but I'm gonna add a little bit of ginger powder. Hopefully it won't come out. That's about enough. Oh, a quarter of a teaspoon maybe. And then some crushed red pepper just to give it a little bit of heat. That's about enough. And I'm just gonna add maybe about a half a teaspoon of honey. That's enough. Okay, let's shake this all up and find out what else I need to it. Let me get a little spoon. Okay, let's see how this is. Ooh, I think it tastes pretty good. I'm gonna add just a little bit more of soy sauce. Just a sprinkle of salt, a pinch of salt. What else did it need? Maybe a tad more of honey. And I'm just gonna add in just a little bit more ginger, and I think I've got it. So maybe we'll slide it up to a half a teaspoon of ginger. Here we go. Okay. You know what's so funny? Is that I already had my measuring spoons out here, but I just winged it. Oh yeah, so much better. Okay, my dressing is made, so let's get chopping. Okay, we are back. We just made our salad dressing for our kind of tuna grain veggie bowl. So I am going to get chopping here. First of all, let's get our tuna prepped. I'm not sure if I'm going to add 2 cans of Albacore tuna, and I have tuna packed in water, not the oil. If you want the oil, you can, but I just wanted this really more fresh and not that extra element to it. So I've got canned tuna here. It's a local tuna, Pacific Northwest. Hang on. And I kind of just want it in big chunks and not all, you know, kind of more chunked up as if you're going to make tuna salad sandwich or something like that. So I'm not sure if I'm going to want one or two things of tuna. But you know what? I'm going to start off with one. I think one should be enough for both Molly and I. I'm just going to drizzle this a little bit. What we're going to do is, I've got 1 clove of garlic chopped up. You know I love garlic. What else I was going to do? I'm going to add just a hint of ginger. I just want to flavor the tuna up a little bit. If you just want plain tuna, regular, just out of the can tuna, I mean, feel free. That will definitely work as well. Oh, I want to zest this. I know I have to get a new zester. My other zester broke. The handle covering came off, and now the handle's all sticky and ugh. Anyway. Sorry, I had to find my zester. I'm gonna zest a lime. Maybe just about a half a lime. I don't want it. There we go. I'm just gonna do a half a lime. Just to add a little moisture to it. I think I might have to get my squeezer out. I don't know, this might be enough. Limes are just a little bit harder than lemon. I think I'm gonna use a spoon to kind of mix this all up. There we go. Just gonna add just a hint of salt. That's it, just a hint. Let me get a spoon. Just gonna mix this in a little bit. So I've got some big chunks. Obviously, some of the tuna is falling apart, but that's okay. That might be a bigger chunk than I want. So yeah, just dressing up the tuna a little bit. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put a little oil on here. I don't want sesame oil because that's already in the dressing. I'm just gonna drizzle this just a little bit. Now you're gonna ask me, why don't I like oil, tuna in a can with oil? Because I think this way you can control your oil, and I like olive oil. But the oil that's in the can tuna may be the natural oil that you get from tuna. Tell you the truth, I'm not sure. But I think this will work well. Okay, we're just gonna set that aside. I'm just gonna slice up my tomatoes, fresh cherry tomatoes. I'm so excited. Our farmer's market is going to be opening up this weekend. I can't go to it this weekend, so I am going to go next weekend. Here's just some tomatoes. There we go. That's ready to go. Like I said, already chopped carrots. I'm not going to need all of this. If I didn't already have shredded carrots, what I really like in the carrots is the ribbon carrots. You know, just use a peeler and you do like little ribbons of carrot in there. I think that would be good, but I had that in my fridge, and so that's what I'm gonna use. And I just thought a little color of thinly sliced radishes would be good. This is a big knife. I really like the shorter version, the shorter blade version of this. And like I said, it's only the two of us, so I don't mind cutting all these veggies up for just Molly and I. That's okay. Oh, and you may be wondering, why isn't Chris gonna have some? Well, I think it's because a lot of the veggies. If it probably was just tomatoes and cucumber, he would probably be okay with it, which I could have done. But we had leftover hamburgers, so he made himself a hamburger. A hamburger on the grill, which, hey, that's a pretty good lunch too. Okay, can I slice that one up more? No. Okay, that's enough radish for this. So I got tomatoes, carrots, radish. Let's do a celery. Okay, we're gonna dump this all in here. This is gonna be my little garbage. Got too much stuff around here. I'm just gonna slice this up really thin. You know what I'm thinking about doing is finding some people that I really like to follow. Sometimes they have like their cooking skills or like knife skills or, you know, things like that. So I might take a few of those because I figure you can always learn from other people. Oh yeah, this is better. Should have turned the celery around a while ago. Okay, that's about enough of a celery for us. And I think it'll be enough. I mean, we've got a lot of vegetables going on in here, so. And this is a late lunch. I was supposed to be back from the store sooner than I am now. I'm just gonna try and get this as thinly sliced as I can. And no, I do not have a mandolin. I know, it's crazy, huh? Get that yellow piece out. Okay. Just breaking it up, the onion, so you don't get a whole big piece. That'll be too much onion flavor. I don't know, I'm excited for this. I haven't had a bowl in a long time. And I don't know, I just thought this would be kind of fun and good. It's so fresh. Oh, and talk about a fruit bowl. Like you could have, I don't know, maybe like a, what is it, bayberry bulgur? And make a fruit bowl. Maybe with a little, not creme fraiche, maybe ricotta. I personally think ricotta is a little sweet. So I wouldn't mind putting ricotta or a little bit of cottage cheese with a fruit bowl. The fruit will sweeten it up. I think that's enough red onion for us. So we got red onion here. Let me clean up my mess. Save this little bit of onion for later. There we go. Here we go. Little yellow pepper. And if I'm squinting, it's because my eyes are watery. I'm just gonna cut out some of the thicker part of this yellow pepper. I think the yellow pepper will really, and again, I'm gonna try and thinly slice this. I think half of a bowl is your dressing. What really makes a bowl to me is the dressing and the presentation and how you present it. Because with all of the colorful vegetables, that is so eye appealing. And who can't have more veggies? One thing I may do to this that I don't have here is I might add a little bit of spinach, fresh spinach. So we got that. I certainly hope I have a, okay, let's see here. It's a lot of prep, but I tell you, it will taste very good. And I don't mind. Another great thing is shredded cabbage. So I'm just gonna kind of take the little string part off of the snow peas if I can. So I'm gonna finish prepping up the vegetables and I'll let you know when I'm done because I got a few more things to do, okay? Okay, I think I'm ready to serve it up. I hope these are good bowls. I was gonna put it in another bowl and it's a little bit deeper, but because of all of this, I kind of wanted the vegetables to spread out a little bit. And this is only a lunch and not a whole full-fledged like for dinner, which you could. Or I was gonna put it in this big bowl, but I didn't think it was deep enough. I try and have a variety of dishes, but sometimes it doesn't always work out, but we're gonna do it here. So let me get the rice from the pan and then we'll be able to go. Okay. And with this rice, I put a little bit of oil and salt in the water, but I also added a little bit of ginger. Let me have a little bit of a bite. Oh yeah, this is really good. Okay, I think my rice is done, finally. I forget that long grain brown rice seems to take a lot longer, and I'm always, I don't know why this is, I'm always uncertain, you know, how long it'll take to cook, and it seems to take longer because I just tasted it. And I'm like, okay, this has too much of a crunch to it. So I'm thinking I didn't have the heat. It was, I brought it to a boil, went down all the way to the lowest that I could get, you know, the oven temperature or the stovetop temperature. And I think that was too low because I had to add a little bit more water to have it cook longer. So anyway, even well, I mess up a lot, but I often have some redos. So we've got some of the rice here going on. Just gonna put a little bit here. And like I said, I mean, if you were, like if this was a full-fledged meal, you would make more or add more. I don't know. I just need a little bit. And then I thought that would be really kind of cool on top of the rice would be some spinach leaves. For some reason, I don't like the stems, the long stems. And that'll provide like a little bed for the tuna fish to lay on. I think that'll be cool. Just a few more. Like I said, I don't know. And the long stem, I'm like, the stem's probably really good. It adds a little crunch. But for some reason, I don't know, I don't like it. All right. Now we got that. I'm gonna put some of the tuna fish on here. There we go. This is not, you know, that hard to make. A lot of it is just chopping up all the veggies and getting a dressing that you like. Okay, there we go. Boy, Molly was right. I only need 1 can of tuna. Okay, there we go. Tuna there. Now for all the toppings. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of celery here. I might just put a little bit of red onion on top. Kind of dresses this up. Oh, what I should have had was parsley or cilantro, and I do have that. A little bit of radishes in the other corner. Then I'm going to do tomatoes on the opposite side. Cucumbers. Oh yeah, this is going to be so nice. More radishes. Okay, a little bit of carrots. I'm going to put a little bit of shredded carrots right there. A little bit of snow peas right on this side. Just a little bit, just a few. Oops. Then I'm going to put a little bit of avocado. Celery and radishes. Oh well, I think I messed up here, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I wanted them both to look the same. And so what else do I have? Oh yeah, little yellow. Oh, the yellow brightens things up too. Just a little bit of yellow pepper. Okay, by golly. Let's get a little bit of the dressing on. And then I'm just going to drizzle this over a little bit. There we go. Now, where did my sesame seeds go? I know I had sesame seeds out here. Oh dear, there's so much here, I can't find them. Okay, I'm gonna be right back because that's the topping. Okay, I found my sesame seed. So I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit on, along with just a few, I think it's cilantro. I think cilantro will be good with this. Parsley too, though. And here you have it, a tuna grain veggie bowl. I hope she likes it. Molly, come on over here. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to add the egg on it. Can't forget the details, people. There we go. Did you want to come over here? No? Can you be in my video?
Wow, look at these.
You might have to sit down, no.
I like the little sesame deal.
Here you go.
Wow. These look delish.
I know, do you think, is this what you were envisioning?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I was envisioning.
Yeah.
So there's rice, and then there's spinach, and the tuna's sitting on top of there.
And then fresh veggies.
Yeah, just fresh veggies. I didn't cook anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if you had steak or something like that, you could do something, but the rice is warm. But yeah.
Nice. Thank you.
So yeah, we can go outside and eat. So anyway, you can find this recipe over at my YouTube channel, Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen, or at amyroloffslittlekitchen.com. But from my little kitchen to yours, and I'm so excited to do this for my daughter Molly, you can find this recipe and all of the others over on my YouTube channel or Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen. So this is a tuna grain veggie bowl.